You get red kites coming, quite a lot of buzzards around here as well. Sparrowhawks, kestrels.
Yeah, because I was thinking with all the grass you've got, it's probably such a good habitat for kind of all the things, all the little things that they eat.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've just left this like this. I'm going to leave it like this because there's so much richness. There's so many wild plants and seeds and, you know, nettles, which are great for the butterflies. Just nice to have a bit of patch like this, you know, and because it looks very bedraggled now, but I quite like that, all different kind of, you know, these pastel colours, but once it gets going, it'll be like a jungle, you know, and then you see different things.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. I guess, like, one of the easiest things that people can do to get more birds, really, is just let it be a little bit more wild, a bit more natural, right?
Yeah, I think so. You know, as long as you can get through it, you know, you've got a path.
Yeah, if you've got a machete, you make your way up to your front door,
Dr Mya-Rose Craig presented the very first season of this podcast, and she's just the right person to keep us all on the right track ahead of the big garden birdwatch and beyond.
I always call it birdwatching or ornithology, but then you've got like birding and twitching. What's the difference?
Birding and birdwatching are probably the same thing, really. Versus twitching is when we're getting much more into that very competitive, listy side of things. Yeah, and they're twitching because they're excited that the bird's going to come, is the idea.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
But I think kind of with twitching, you're going to a specific place to see a specific bird, normally very rare, quite often like not from the UK, for example, which is when it does get quite competitive in a fun way, normally. Versus birdwatching, I genuinely think birdwatching can be literally going out into your garden, sitting, watching birds. You're a bird watcher.
Yeah, so twitching's a bit more serious.
My family were twitchers, actually, and we used to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and go off to like North Scotland from Somerset to go and see a crane or something that has appeared. Like it was very, because it is fun. Like I'm making it sound like it's very serious, and it's not. We used to go on all these like adventures looking for stuff and end up in really weird places.
I mean, we used to do that. We used to go to Flamborough Head and that estuary near Hull and Grimsby, innit? We used to go in hides and stuff, and saw flamingos there.
Really?
Once, a pink flamingo, and we told the local, you know, wildlife people, and they were in the paper and everything. But we used to go to places like that, and but they were memorable. I went with my friends, and I remember it now, years and years. I was only 13, 14, but it's an adventure in itself, isn't it? There were redwings the other day, and they were just flying over.
That's amazing. I love them. I think one of the reasons I like birds so much in particular over other things is because they are everywhere. You know, you can be in the middle of the city, middle of the countryside, and there is stuff flying around much more than people notice. And so I really think like the first step is just stopping and looking up and seeing what's flying around. And I think, you know, once you start to notice the nature that's around you, that's when you start to know what the regular things are and what the rare things are. And I really think bird watching boils down to kind of appreciating what's around you and being very present.
Just going out somewhere, it's countryside or a park. And,
exactly.
And then just seeing what's around, and then maybe following that, and then something else will turn up.
I think people would be surprised by how many birds you can see in kind of a 10-mile radius of your house.
There's always something interesting happening, I think. You know.
Yeah, I think so.
Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and leave a review wherever you get your podcasts.